Welcome to HDTV. You now rocking with your boy. I had a chance to watch the Boston and Miami series, all of it. And to me, this is the best series. This has been a great series. If you are a basketball head, you love basketball, you love the movement of players, real sets, real defensive plays, and toughness and going at it. This is your series. This is basketball. Adam Silver or whatever you want to call that fairy, you have to understand this is what you need to show your public. Yeah, in game 3, the refs got kind of out of hand because they didn't want to make this series a 3-0, but still, it still was a handled game. I'm cool with that. Even if they fixed it for Boston, they still allowed Miami to try to come back. Now, it got kind of ridiculous in the third and the fourth quarter. They had to basically call some fouls to bring it back for Miami because Boston about to blow them out. So, game 1, when Boston played Miami came out basically getting everyone involved. Boston came out early, killing, aggressive. Tatum and them were hitting threes. The reason they lost game 1 was because they kept shooting too many threes. Kimball was sort of off, but he still was making it here and there. Marcus Smart was really the savior of game 1 for the Celtics. He was hitting big shots. Williams, the dark-skinned Williams with the dreads, Dread Williams, came in, basically was getting rebounds, doing what he had to do, was playing the game perfectly. He was getting in kind of some trouble with Bam. Bam was basically, taking over and getting his rebounds, setting up from the mid-range shot, having the ability to make it, and they were spreading the floor. Jimmy was playing facilitator. Then down the stretch, Jimmy took the game over. Jason Tatum made some and then missed some at the end. That really was the problem, was the Celtics couldn't close. Game 1 and 2, the Celtics just couldn't close. They had the leads. Miami cut it down. The refs were trying their hardest to help the Celtics win in both games, but their lack of going to the hole hurt them. They went to the hole a lot more in game 2 than they did in game 1, but the problem was they still were going for those threes. Now, game 3, the Celtics played like the better team. This is what I've been preaching to them. Tatum and Brown went to the basket. If the Celtics want to win this series, Jaylen Brown, you have to wake the hell up. You have got to stop playing like Scottie Pippen. You are more talented and you can make the plays. You can make the play inside. You are about 6'8", 6'9", maybe 6'10". That's kind of stretching it. But you can get to the hole a lot better than Tatum. Tatum stopped shooting all those damn threes from the first 2 games and went to the basket. The supporting cast, Williams, the light-skinned Williams, hit some big shots in game 2 and game 3 to keep the Celtics ahead or keep them in the game. Gordon Hayward coming back this game really gave the Boston Celtics a push in game 3. Now, game 1 and 2, the Miami Heat were killing. Tyler Hero needs to have the ball in his hands more. I would move Duncan Robinson to the bench, and I would let Tyler Hero start. Hero is going to be your closer. He's going to be your guy. Jimmy Butler is playing way too passive right now. I need Jimmy to get between 20 to 25 points and about 6 or 7 dimes, 5 or 6 rebounds at least. And I need him to get a couple steals. So that's the thing that I worry about, is with them being real passive. Okay? Now, Bam is doing okay, but what Bam has to do, Bam needs to take more mid-range shots. He has the touch to shoot the mid-range shot, but he's too busy wanting to get to the hole. Sometimes you can't. And I like when Bam run the point at times. When he runs the point at times, it spreads the floor. So now you can hit your guys on cuts. Miami has to cut more to the basket. Stop shooting for threes a lot. Yeah, I know some of you can hit it, but sometimes you need to go to the mid-range. I want to see Duncan and Hero go at the mid-range a little more because that'll put pressure on Boston. Marcus Smart is playing great defense for the Celtics. He is in that Ron Artest and Rodman category. Marcus Smart is one of the best defenders out here. He's upgraded his offense. He's attacking the basket. He's putting pressure on the Heat to stop him. And he's being a leader. He's getting him and Kemba Walker are turning into the head leaders of this team. Tatum and Brown may be more talented, but I just don't see leadership in those guys. Marcus Smart and Kemba are going to have to lead this team. Everybody else needs to fall in line. Some of the things I love is that Marcus Smart is vocal. I love him being vocal because that's what they need is vocal. This has been the best series. This made me want to watch basketball. I was going to watch the football games. This game made me really want to watch basketball. But Jimmy Butler has to play more aggressive. He has to get the ball more in the post. Him and Bam need to attack more. They're going to be the key in the series. Tyler Hero is turning into a star in front of our eyes. The guy is amazing. He's clutch and he likes attacking. You know, he can score with either left or right hand. He can defend. He's been pushed around, but he's still holding his ground. Jay Crowder, he's about to fight Jaylen Brown because Jaylen Brown and them and Marcus Smart were getting away with a lot of stuff in Game 3 as well as Game 2 that the refs are letting kind of slide because the refs don't want this series to get out of hand. They learned from the last series. They underestimated Miami, so they have to make certain calls to slow Miami down. Now, Spoelstra put Jimmy Butler on the bench late. Everybody is complaining about that. Jimmy just ain't have it, man. You got to do what you got to do. Spo made a coaching decision. That was a great move because Jimmy wasn't really killing down the stretch. That is what a coach do. Doc Rivers, I'm yelling at your dumb ass. You need to watch Eric Spoelstra. He wasn't scared to sit his superstar down. It's not personal. It's business. That's how you coach. All you coaches out there being inspiring, I have officially taken the Pinocchio label off of Eric Spoelstra. Eric Spoelstra is doing his job. He is officially a head coach. He did something that no other coaches had the balls to do. He benched his player to put more scoring out there and to have more shooting out there. He saw the game wasn't going the right way. He sat Jimmy down and said, yo, just chill. We'll bring you back if it gets even closer. That's how you coach. Jimmy wasn't playing aggressive down the He started playing a little bit aggressive, but he didn't. That was a smart coaching move. You're going to see a lot of people trying the media, making a big deal. Well, why didn't Jimmy play? What's going on? Like, why was that's going to, no, that's coaching. That's coaching. He believed in his team to go that route. That is how you win championships. He's trying to get Jimmy to understand we need you to play better. We need you to be stronger in this aspect. Brad Stevens, I got to give him respect. He has really been coaching out there. His team just hasn't been closing. But as far as coaching and his rotations, He is doing a great job. Wanamaker, he'll play for a little bit. He threw Canner in there in game 3. And, yeah, game 3 a little bit. Game 2, he threw light-skinned Williams and Dread Williams out there to switch it up. He threw Wanamaker out there. Wanamaker's been good on the defensive end and hitting some shots. I told you, Boston is the most talented team in the playoffs, but they don't play like it. Sometimes they're like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Game 3, they play like Dr. Jekyll. Mr. Hyde. They play like Mr. Hyde. The first 2 games, they play like Dr. Jekyll. Okay? So they have to continue moving the ball, playing defense. Kemba, keep doing what you're doing, facilitating. When Kemba's facilitating, Marcus Smart attacks early and Brown attacks early. That's what's going to separate this series. Brown has to attack early. Now, in the next game, what has to happen is the Miami Heat have got to capitalize on shooting more inside shots. They need to go to Bam and Jimmy Butler early and be aggressive. Attack the Boston Celtics. Make the Boston Celtics try to defend you. Get them in foul trouble. Jay Crowder has to calm down on the threes. Attack the mid. The mid-range shot is so open in this series that guys it's just crazy how this league now is. But tip your hat off the Boston game 3. They came back. They played tough. Albeit the refs did give them some extra calls, but it wasn't out of control like the Lakers game where they fouled two of the stars of the team damn near out the game early. And then guys want to make a complaint at the end. Well, they let it go after that. No, they stopped being aggressive with the whistle because they needed to make the foul numbers look kind of decent. That's what they do when they've called too many fouls early. They call fouls late to try to make up for the calls. They did it in the Clippers series with the Nuggets, and they did it with the Bucks in Miami last series. But you guys wouldn't understand because your head stuck up your butt and you guys are delusional. Y'all think this is real. Y'all don't think this is WWE. So basically, the series is 2-1. I still got Miami winning in 7. I think it's going to go 7. I got the Lakers winning in 4, maybe 5 at most. But Jason Tatum stepped up yesterday. Brown stepped up. Tatum to me had an offensive foul when he knocked. They don't have no respect for Crowder. They were fouling the hell out of Crowder and they were just knocking guys around and stuff. It was a joke. But yeah, man. Shout out though, man. Shout out to Boston for playing the game. They did what they had to do. They won the game. They handled their business. And you got to give them respect for what they did, man. But I'm liking but basically, like I said, Boston, you can't take none from them. Boston played, a great game. They did what they had to do, and, they won the game. They played well. They did their job. But, like I said, it's going to be a long series. But Jimmy has got to play more aggressive. He got to. This series, dog, you got to score. Or you're going to be like what Rod B said, just the number 2. That's facts. It is what it is. It is what it is, dog. Kawhi didn't get a pass. You not going to get a pass. You got to step up, Jimmy. You got to. No more of that playing passive, trying to get everybody involved. No, if you want to be the guy, you got to go out there next game on 4, and say, look, I'm Jimmy. This is my damn team. I'm taking over. And the Heat need to play a little bit more man. If they're going to play zone, they need to play more of a zone man. But sometimes go with that guy. Don't just switch. Stay with that guy. Okay, so That's all I got. I'm going to start watching the football games. I'm watching the Bengals and Browns now. I'm going to give my assessment on that. I'm going to have week 2 recap on Tuesday, guys. Week 2 recap is going to be on Tuesday. I'm watching all these games today. Unless they call me in for work, then it's going to be later, probably Wednesday, when I drop the week 2 review. But like I said, like, comment, subscribe, share this to everybody. Hit the notification bell to select all to receive upcoming notifications and to receive upcoming content. And if you want to donate to the page, Cash App Harry2, again HARRY2. If you want to donate to the page, Cash App me at Harry2, HARRY2. And shoot, we out. La boy.